The teenage son of a disgraced mayor in Louisiana was overheard screaming that his mom, quote, effed his best friend after a drunken pool party where she allegedly had sex with a 16-year-old boy, according to reports. The wild alleged confrontation comes as damning witness testimony and new evidence continues to emerge in the trial of Misty Roberts, the 43-year-old former leader of DeRidder, Louisiana. Roberts allegedly committed the disturbing sex crime during a booze-filled pool party on July 20th, 2024, which she offered to provide alcohol for her son and his friends. Just 1 week later, she abruptly resigned from her position as mayor of DeRidder. Days later, a warrant was issued for her arrest due to a complaint against Roberts before she surrendered herself to the police. Jurors heard from Jill Weaver, the best friend and former sister-in-law of Roberts, that she overheard the tense exchange between Roberts and her son after she was asked to come to the boozy party at around 8 p.m., according to the Lake Charles American Press. He was saying Roberts effed his best friend, Weaver recalled of the party at the Beauregard Parish County trial, in which she also claimed Roberts was the most drunk she'd ever seen her, according to KPLC. Weaver would eventually text her own son to lie till you die about the chaotic night, and admitted she spoke to Roberts about how to keep the kids from reporting the alleged assault they witnessed to authorities. Roberts' son told investigators in an interview played for jurors that he saw his mom having sex with his pal through a crack in a window, but said later in court that he wasn't exactly sure what he saw that night, according to KPLC. The shocked son texted his mom that night, telling her that his sister was crying, according to messages presented by prosecutors. Roberts also texted her ex-husband Duncan Clanton, according to a criminal complaint obtained by the Daily Mail. Quote, I f***ed up, and I respect you enough to tell you, and I need to, Roberts said. Her ex-husband went on to testify that she told him directly that she had sex with the minor and that the kids had caught them in the act. Clanton's replies from their text exchange were omitted from the court papers, which also revealed that the teen victim's mother texted Roberts, asking the former mayor whether she could be pregnant. Roberts replied that she was on birth control, but that the romp, quote, didn't reach that point in those few minutes to have that concern. Roberts then shared a screenshot of the exchange in a group chat with her friends, who urged her to take Plan B, an over-the-counter morning-after pill. A DoorDash driver testified that
You sharing this with your friends? You're sharing that you committed a crime and your son caught you in the act with his best friend?
accepted a request from Misty C. to purchase the emergency contraceptive and leave it at her front door. The disgraced mayor's brother, Brandon Lee Roberts, is also facing child sex crimes of his own, being accused of raping a teen girl and assaulting a young woman over the course of several years, KALB reported. The alleged sexual abuse began when one of the victims was as young as 13, according to Beauregard Parish Sheriff Mark Herford. This is Roberts' second trial after the first ended in a mistrial when two Beauregard Parish judges were removed from the case because of alleged ties to her ex-husband, according to KPLC. She was arraigned on the current charges earlier this year. Roberts was initially charged with rape, but now faces 2 charges of carnal knowledge of a juvenile and indecent behavior with a juvenile, according to reports. She's pleaded not guilty.
Not. See, it's crazy to me because these people get caught with some of the most damning evidence and they still plead not guilty. I guess so they can try to fight it and get some of the evidence suppressed, but your son caught you in the act. And then you try to find a way to worm your way out of it. You was buying them out. You are one sick. Let's keep going. Let's go over into one more video.
She was her city's first female mayor. Now she's been found guilty of having sex with a minor.
The first female mayor.
Own children telling authorities they saw their mom being inappropriate with a 16-year-old at a pool party. Here's Ann Mercogliano.
She's the glamorous mayor just convicted of having sex with her son's 16-year-old best friend at an alcohol-fueled pool party. Mayor Misty Roberts was accused of plying teens with alcohol while wearing only a bikini. KPLC TV reporter Devin Cruz covered every day of the sensational trial.
The mayor was seen in a bikini giving alcohol to minors. She was seen in a bikini, and several witnesses testified that Miss Roberts or Misty Roberts had gotten the alcohol for the kids and had stocked a fridge. They were by the pool and they began kissing.
Then they went inside the mayor's home. Her own 16-year-old son told investigators that he saw his mother having sex with his friend through the window and that kids at the party had video. Court testimony revealed the mayor's younger daughter was crying at the party and asking people to go and make the victim and the defendant stop. The next day, the victim's mom learned about the sexual encounter and feared a possible pregnancy, texting the mayor, "Out of respect for both our families, can you assure me that you can't be pregnant?" "Yes," responded the mayor, stating that she was on birth control. There was also testimony from a DoorDash delivery driver who said that he received an order from the mayor for the morning after abortion pill to be delivered to her doorstep after the party. Jurors began to deliberate last night, and it took them less than an hour to deliver the verdict. The unanimous verdict: guilty of carnal knowledge of a juvenile and indecent behavior with a juvenile.
She did become very emotional and she began crying.
Before the mayor's arrest, she had promised to always lead the city of DeRidder with her heart.
I might not look like or feel like or speak like every other mayor in America, but I am a mayor that will always be who I am, and I will lead the city with my heart.
The mayor resigned from office just days before her arrest.
She gonna lead it with her heart and her body, it seems like.
Misty Roberts' lawyer says she's very disappointed with the verdict. Her sentencing is scheduled for April 17th.
You get caught by your son effing his best friend, and you're the first mayor of the city? First female mayor. I should have said first female mayor of the city. It's a crazy turn. Let's go over into the AI breakdown to see a little bit more. So on March 3rd, 2026, Misty, the former mayor of Louisiana, DeRidder, Louisiana, was found guilty on 2 felony sex crimes involving a minor. The jury deliberated for less than an hour to return a guilty verdict for the carnal knowledge of a juvenile and the indecent behavior with a juvenile. So 43 was convicted of having sex with her son's 16-year-old friend during a July 2024 house party at her home. She was serving while she was serving as a mayor. During the week-long trial, jurors heard testimony from the victim, who stated that he was heavily intoxicated during the encounter. Additional evidence included a DoorDash driver who testified delivering emergency contraception shortly after the party. Text messages where Robert told her nephew that she was scared to death and asked him to ensure the teens didn't say anything. Testimony from Robert's ex-husband, who claimed that she admitted to the sexual encounter to him. Sentencing. So Robert is scheduled to be sentenced in April 17th. She faces up to 10 years in prison for cardinal knowledge and up to 7 years for indecent behavior. She also required to register as a Tier 1 sex offender. The very first female mayor in this city is going to go down as a sex offender for the rest of her life. Well, I guess it makes people who voted for her stupid. Seem or feel stupid, not stupid, but feel stupid. Wow. Then you saw how she tried to scatter and make sure the kids didn't tell nobody. Ultimately, it's her fault on everything. She provided alcohol for the pool party, even though there were minors present. She still did it. Then there was a part that they told us where she texted it to her group chat of her friends. And it's a crazy situation, y'all. Well, let's see how much time she gets. We'll have to wait for her sentencing hearings on April 17th. See how much time she gets. How much time do you think she deserves for this? The maximum, 17 years? Absolutely crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that situation and let me know if you disagree with anything I said.